Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Justina and here I like to make, create, and inspire fun art things with you through my DIYs. As you see by the title, I have all new Valentine's DIYs that are perfect for 2023, and I think you are going to absolutely love all of the things that I've created. I had recently asked everyone if they would like to see more New Year's DIYs or go straight into Valentine's Day, and a lot of you said you wanted to see more Valentine's Day DIYs, so that is what I have here for you. If you are new here, I hope you stick around by hitting that big red subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just jump into it and let's art today. Dollar Tree has the cutest Valentine's Day decor out right now, and I just couldn't help myself. As I was looking around, I had to pick up a few new pieces. One of those pieces was that love sign, as you see, and this iron-on transfer vinyl from the Crafter Square section. It is so pretty because it's pink and very glittery, and I thought it would be perfect for a Valentine's Day DIY. It does show you instructions on the side of the box on how to use this. You can just use an iron, but if you have a pressing heating machine, I'm pretty sure that will work just as well as an iron. Now, I wanted to transfer this vinyl onto this love word sign. So the first thing I needed to do was make sure that it will fit on the little piece it comes with. I measured it out, and now I'm cutting off the excess just so that I have a smaller piece to work with and it will be easier to handle. I did remove the jute twine from the love sign just so that it was out of the way. Now, on the instructions on the box, it does say that you need to heat up whatever you're going to place the vinyl on. So I just took my regular iron and heat up the love sign, and it does get pretty warm, so be careful when doing any type of dangerous DIYing. I then place the iron on right back onto my heated word, and I'm just taking my iron and ironing on the vinyl onto the word. Now, I make sure to move my iron back and forth so I'm not in one place way too long because I didn't want to burn anything. This was my first time using this, so I was trying to be very careful and safe. I did wait a few seconds for the vinyl to cool down so that I can move it around. I thought it was really cool that you could see through the vinyl that it was actually adhered to the love sign. So the next step was to take an X-Acto knife or anything sharp and cut around the outer edges of the love word so that I can remove the vinyl from the sign. Everything was cut out. The last thing you really needed to do was to remove the excess vinyl from the word sign. I did take my X-Acto knife and get into the little holes on the O, E, and on the L just to make sure. Now, I almost forgot that it does come with this plastic covering on top. So I then peeled it off, and that is that for this DIY. It came out so awesome, and you can pretty much display this anywhere. Dollar Tree has the cutest candlesticks and candleware this year that I found so far. They have these metal ones right here. They come in 3 sizes, a small, medium, and large size, and I picked up the small and larger size. I thought they would be a cute pair. Along with these candlestick holders, I thought they were adorable, but I want to combine them and make them into a new candlestick. As you see here, I'm just playing with it. I just need to remove all of the excess labeling with a pair of scissors so that I can start gluing them together. To glue down my candlesticks to one another, I'm just using my hot glue gun with a Gorilla Glue stick that says it could pretty much adhere down to anything. With the smaller one, it was easier to glue down because it has this little lip right here, and all I needed to do was make sure that it was centered, and I pushed the candle holder into the candlestick until it dried a little, and then I placed it to the side. For the second one, the larger candlestick, it was a little harder to glue down because it didn't have the frayed edges as the smaller candlestick, so I did have to go back and add more hot glue to the outer edges of the candlestick underneath the candle holder. Nonetheless, it still held up pretty nicely. Now you can be finished right here, and these would be absolutely adorable candlesticks, but to make it more Valentine's Day themed, I'm going to add some roses and these love wood cutouts. They call it ornaments, but I just think they're just wooden cutouts onto the candlestick. I'm just trying to find the best placement. Once again, I will use my hot glue gun to attach the rose to the front of the candlestick, and also the love word sign onto the little rounded part of the candlestick too, just using a little bit of hot glue, placing it where I like it, and pushing down firmly. The last thing you need to do for this DIY is add some candlesticks to these candle holders, and this is such a romantic DIY that you can place all around your house, and it will definitely scream a Valentine's Day. It is definitely time for making another kissing booth. I picked up Dollar Tree's kissing booth sign. I thought this one's adorable because it does say "Pucker Up Buttercup," and I just thought that was so hilarious. I also had these wall shelves in my collection for over a year. I wasn't sure what to make with these, so finally I have the perfect DIY to use them with. I'm just going to remove all of the packaging from it, and it does come with a little hanger on each shelf, and I just thought these were really cute as is, but I am going to transform them over into a kissing booth. I'm just trying to remove all of the jute twine from each shelf and place that to the side. After I removed all of the jute twine, they are pretty smooth, but there are some rough edges that I took off camera and sanded lightly. After I did that, I went ahead and started painting. I'm just using my Folk Art multi-surface paint in the color baby pink, and I just thought this was a perfect color to match the Dollar Tree sign that I purchased earlier. I do give everything a nice thick coat so that I don't have to add multiple coats, because I still want to see some of that wood grain through the paint. I added that baby pink to 2 of the shelves, and for my last shelf I'm just going to paint red. Now I did make another kissing booth on my channel before. If you would like to see that video, I'll make sure to link it here and also in the description box below. After my paint was done drying, I then took some black acrylic paint and just started painting the outer edges of each shelf. This is just for my personal preference. I didn't like the unfinished look. For the sides of my kissing booth, I am using Dollar Tree's extra large skewer sticks. I really love using these on my crafts. They are so versatile and you can use them for pretty much anything. So I added 2 of them together by holding them first with a clamp, and now taking my hot glue gun and just attaching them in the center. I will then take some more clamps and hold the skewer sticks together until the hot glue is dried. After they do dry, I am taking some black acrylic paint and I will just paint all of the skewer stick in that paint. Now that everything had time to completely dry, it is now time to assemble everything together. So I just placed my skewer sticks far enough so that each one of those wooden shelves can fit on the outer edges of the skewer sticks. Now I did want a little spacing in between the shelves. This will be the bottom part of my kissing booth, and I just think it's so adorable. I then placed my kissing booth sign on the top just so I can get an idea. Now to attach everything together, I am using a combination of Gorilla wood glue and my Gorilla hot glue sticks so that everything can be attached really nicely and secured. I will continue adding the wooden shelves to the skewer sticks the same way that I did with the first one, adding some wood glue onto the skewer sticks and then adding my Gorilla glue stick onto the wooden shelf. Now after I had everything evenly, I try to make sure to make it as straight as possible so that it looked like a nice cute kissing booth, and I just absolutely loved how it turned out. After that was done, I then flipped it over and gave it some more security by adding more hot glue to the outer edges of the skewer sticks. Now I am just adding the sign to my kissing booth the same exact way that I added the shelving on the bottom. I'm adding the wood glue right on top of the skewer sticks, and then I will add my Gorilla hot glue onto the back of the sign, flip it over, and then place it as straight as possible that I can get it. Now I was off just a little, but I still think it turned out super cute. I had painted some push pins with some black acrylic paint just on the top so that I can add it to those little holes that are in my shelves so it looks like little nails onto the shelves. I am adding them by adding hot glue into the hole and then pushing the push pins in the glue. Now it is time to decorate the kissing booth. At first I thought I was going to cut off the excess skewers on the top of my sign here, but I decided to keep them in. I added some duct tape around them so it would hide the fact that there was skewers there. And then I'm taking a foam heart and a felt heart and gluing it on top of those skewer sticks right on top just to add a little bit more detail. I then wanted to add a little banner to my kissing booth, so I have some of this green baker's twine in my stash along with these heart ornaments from Dollar Tree. I placed them all around my kissing booth because I wasn't sure which direction I was going with, but once I got a feel, I really liked how the banner was hanging from the bottom of the sign into the little empty space in the middle, which this can actually work as a photo prop also. I absolutely love this DIY and I think it turned out so cute. So I laid my hearts right onto the baker's twine and then I used my hot glue to glue it down onto the baker's twine from the heart. I then am taking the excess baker's twine on the bottom and just tying it onto the outer edges of my kissing booth and letting it hang down naturally. When I was messing around with my kissing booth, I noticed that I really wanted to add a little shelf right here so that I can place little items on top. And to make that shelf, I'm just using Dollar Tree's wooden rulers. I removed it from the packaging and then removed the purple measuring stickers on the side of the ruler and then painted it the same color as I did before in that folk art baby pink. I'm attaching it using my Gorilla hot glue gun and stick and placing it right on top so that I have a nice little shelf. I did add a little bit more of that hot glue just to the bottom portion so I know that it was nice and secure. I took more of those wooden hearts and I'm adding it to the red portion of my kissing booth. The last thing I wanted to do was make a cute little sign for my kissing booth so that I can place it on that shelf that we just made. To make my sign, I'm just using Dollar Tree's wooden slats and some scrapbooking paper that I had on hand. I just traced out that square and as you see here, I'm cutting it out using just a pair of scissors. To attach the scrapbooking paper onto that wooden piece, I'm just using some school glue and some hot glue just on the outer edges of the scrapbooking paper. I wanted to layer my scrapbooking paper on top of the one prior. I think this makes such a cute little sign. I then am attaching it, still using that school glue that I had on hand, and just trying to center it as best as possible. I am adding some Dollar Tree heart stickers all around the sign, and then I will start writing it out. This will actually be my kissing menu that I will add on to my kissing booth, and I'm just writing it out using a permanent marker. I will just continue writing out which type of kiss and the price on the sign, and then add it to my kissing booth, and that completes this DIY. Here is how my kissing booth wreath turned out, and I absolutely love it. This was so fun to make, and I still have so many ideas to put on it later. I just like how it came out, and I didn't want to overdo it. Now, I use it as a wreath, but this can easily be used for different decor in your house. You can even use it as a photo opportunity to put your little kids, your pets, or just around your house as decor. The possibilities are pretty much endless, but I absolutely love this DIY. Once again, here is a quick overview of all the DIYs that I did today. They were so quick and easy and really fun to make, and I really hope that you will take a chance and make some of these DIYs also. Leave me a comment down below to let me know which one out of these 3 DIYs was your favorite. Mine was absolutely the kissing booth, however, I still loved how the other 2 turned out. If you are new to my channel, I hope you stick around by hitting that big red subscribe button down below, but don't forget to click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you when I upload a new video. Plus, I would love for you to be part of my virtual art family. I hope you all enjoyed today's video as much as I loved creating them. Don't forget to check out my other socials. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and as always, I will see you in the next one.